Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In light of the fact that the OTC is not currently present at WWE, a real-life member of the Bloodline has made an intriguing assertion regarding Roman Reigns. On the most recent episode of his Off the Top podcast, it was stated that the former WWE Universal Champion, who held the title of Undisputed Champion for a long time, is scheduled to be absent from action until the beginning of November. When asked about his real-life cousin Roman Reigns, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi made a personal statement. Rikishi, who is 59 years old, also mentioned that everyone was conspiring against the former member of The Shield, particularly Paul Heyman. However, Rikishi added that he was certain that Reigns was planning something while he was absent. He said, "You got Roman doing his thing, and everybody backstabbing him, especially that there are no good wise men, right? And so, but he's got his coming. He's got his coming. I guarantee you with what's happening with Roman right now." From 22:14 to 22:30, Paul Heyman betrayed both CM Punk and Roman Reigns in order to align himself with Seth Rollins on the Raw broadcast of WrestleMania 41, which took place following the showcase of the Immortals. Roman is not simply sitting around doing nothing. Roman is plotting right now. Braun Breaker, a former WWE Intercontinental Champion, joined the Visionary and the Wiseman, and he assisted them in destroying the Second City Saint in the OTC. The popular celebrity went on to fire jabs at Roman Reigns and WWE fans. When compared to the other top stars in the wrestling organization, the over-the-counter OTC works fewer matches and competes on fewer days. He was able to maintain a part-time schedule as a result of his success throughout the years, according to a recent interview with a former employee of High Performance. Drew McIntyre, the champion of WWE, mocked trains for taking months off without any reasonable explanation. He went on to insult wrestling fans due to the fact that they cheered for the latter and forgot his terrible activities before he departed. These evil guys suddenly became good guys for no special reason other than the fact that they went on vacation like they did before. Roman Reigns, our most popular wrestler, went missing for a period of 6 months, drank some margaritas, made some abs, and then returned. Due to the fact that he is a big celebrity, people have forgotten all the negative things he done to everyone. Now that he is back and he has abs, he is cool. According to McIntyre, the Fightful drew on McIntyre made a bid to join the picture for the WWE United States Championship as a result of his victory over Damon Priest at WrestleMania 41. However, the Archer of Infamy is not finished with the Scottish Warrior, as he took him out during his #1 contendership match against LA Knight last week on SmackDown. This is the first time anything like this has happened since WrestleMania XL, when Cody Rhodes finally finished his story by pinning the tribal chief in the center of the ring. WWE television has not been broadcasting Reigns. No advertisements, no public appearances, and no, despite the fact that the silence has been deafening. Something is stirring in the shadows. And now a spark has fanned the flame of suspicion in an exclusive sit-down interview on an independent wrestling podcast. Paul Heyman explained that his silence was just nothing. The Island Roots, a real-life Bloodline family member, Zillafata, son of the Lady Marga, spoke candidly about Roman Reigns' absence and what might be lurking beneath the surface. "You all think Roman is just chilling," Zilla said, with a knowing smile. "He's watching, he's planning, he's letting things fall apart before he steps back in and takes control. That's how the tribal chief operates." The content of the comments spread like wildfire over the internet. Fans of WWE and those who work within the company started to wonder, what is Roman Reigns looking forward to? The fissures that have appeared in the family tree ever since Roman left. With the startling addition of Jacob Fatu, Solo Sakoa has assumed control of the lineage, both literally and figuratively. Jacob Fatu is a wrecking machine who is fearless and has a more meaner streak than even his older cousin. His power has been strengthened by Solo. In recent weeks, Paul Heyman has become clearly uneasy, and he has frequently been seen grasping his phone nervously while watching SmackDown broadcasts in order to check for updates. Since WrestleMania, Heyman has reportedly had very few conversations with Roman, according to people behind the scenes. Some people believe that he is simply carrying out orders, but it is obvious that something has changed. Fragmentation is occurring in the aura of invincibility that surrounds the bloodline. Despite the fact that Jimmy has vanished once more, USO has returned to Raw. The USOs are no longer a unit. Roman's kingdom is fragmented, and yet Zilla's words suggest this might be exactly what Reigns wants. He's not the kind of guy who comes back to fix things. Zilla continued, he comes back to dominate. The only way to do that is to let everyone reveal their true colors first. A tribal coup in progress. Those with knowledge of the situation believe that Roman is holding out for Solo to make a public embarrassing tumble before he makes his return. Corey Graves, a commentator for WWE, recently made a veiled reference to the fact that the most deadly Roman Reigns is the one that we do not see. And this view is shared by a number of former stars who are familiar with Roman Reigns and who have studied everything that has been stated about him. In a brief Instagram live session, Batista stated that when he plays chess, he is usually a dozen moves ahead of his opponent. If this is true, then it is possible that Reigns has previously foreseen Solo's power grab. Perhaps he wanted it to happen. Fans are already coming up with hypotheses. One of the most compelling ones: Roman is secretly recruiting a new version of the bloodline, one that is not bound by family loyalty, but by dominance. This new bloodline could include returning monsters like Braun Breaker, or it could even include a crossover with a certain NXT star with Samoan heritage that has not yet been acknowledged on the show. The fact that Zilla Fatu, who hasn't been seen in a while, is a red herring or a hint that the main roster zombie is involved. It is not a coincidence that he was spotted in WWE, but chose to speak so now. There are many who feel that he has been communicating with Roman behind the scenes, and that this was an intentional leak. To put it simply, if I receive a call, I will be prepared. When Zilla hinted that there is an excessive amount of phony devotion in the bloodline at the moment, Roman knows who is real. This line caused fans to go into a frenzy. Is Ilo alluding to Solo's rise to prominence and Jacob's quick loyalty to Solo? Or is he hinting that Paul Heyman is treading a tight line? Despite the fact that the WWE Universe may be divided, there is one thing that is certain. The chessboard is active, and Roman's comeback is not a matter of if. Rather, it is a matter of when. Heyman's breakdown over the previous few weeks on SmackDown has indicated that Roman's return is imminent. In the final section of the previous week, Paul Heyman appeared to be less of a mastermind and more of a guy in anguish. His eyes darted, and his voice trembled. This occurred after Jacob Fatu defeated a Knight and stood strong with Solo Heyman. Heyman was seen backstage on the phone. His final words before the camera faded to black: "Yes, my tribal chief, I understand that single line sent shock waves through the WWE Universe. Roman is still controlling the shots, maybe from afar, maybe through Heyman's reluctant obedience. But he's still in the picture before the spears Zilla." There was the Cal. With SummerSlam just a few months away and King and Queen of the Ring getting closer, all eyes are on the SmackDown scene, and lone Sakoa believes that he is ruling the bloodline. Fatu's interview may just be the beginning of things. For the time being, Jacob Fatu appears to be faithful, but even a warlord knows better than to relax when the true king is away from the ring. In the history of WWE, extended absences typically result in the return of one item that completely alters the situation, and Roman Reigns does not do anything to improve the situation. As Zilla stated at the conclusion of his interview, Roman did not lose control, he gave it away. There is a difference, and when he comes back, there will be blood. The return of the tribal chief. The WWE Universe is bracing itself for a seismic shift in the event that Roman Reigns does return. Will he confront Solo Sikoa? Will he punish Paul Heyman for his actions? Treachery that is perceived, is it more likely that he will attempt to eliminate the existing lineage by recruiting a new generation of warriors, including Zilla Fatu? Or will he do what he does best, which is to control, divide, and conquer? One thing is certain. When Roman Reigns eventually makes his way back to confront Solo and Jacob, would you be interested in a follow-up story? Roman Reigns is not yet completed. They are just beginning their journey together.